Hey guys! If we haven't met yet, my name's Kayla. I am the face here behind my well-oiled life. Welcome. So I was making up a recipe, refilling it, and thought that I would hop on and share it with you all because it's something that we use all the time. So whether you have kids or maybe you are a little bit clumsy or whatnot, you can totally use this. So I'm actually making an owie spray. This cute little label is from Oil Culture Labels, is what they're called. I'm making this mostly for my 5-year-old. She falls when she's playing all the time and skins her knee or her elbow or scrapes herself or cuts herself. You know, kids, they can be clumsy and they like to have fun, and sometimes they're a little bit hard on their bodies. So I'm making an owie spray. The reason why I'm making it in a little spray bottle, and this spray bottle is from EOS. Oil Life also has some just like this. So I'm making it in a spray because when she has a scrape or a cut, I don't want to roll anything on it because putting pressure on it or touching the area is probably going to be a little bit painful for her. So whenever you're dealing with like skin conditions that you don't really want to touch or put pressure on, so a lot of injuries, I would think so, you know, like burns and things like that, anything that's going to hurt if you put pressure on it, you're going to want to make a spray because it's super easy just to spritz on and allow it to just absorb. I know it's better to massage it in so that you get all of the oil in the skin, but it's often better to just spray it on and leave it rather than trying to touch it. Like, she won't let me. I mean, if my daughter falls and scrapes her knee, she's not gonna let me roll anything on it or touch it. So spraying it works awesome, and then I know that it's gonna be healing better, there's gonna be less scarring, and it's gonna help get the bacteria out. So I'm gonna share with you guys what I put in this owie spray. What I want you to know is that this recipe is very versatile, meaning that you can use it for a lot of skin stuff. I'm talking you can use it for things like rashes and even eczema, different things that might come up. This is a really good recipe to try. So it might be our owie spray, like our healing spray, but if you have other stuff coming up, it wouldn't be an issue to take this out and try it for whatever you have going on, whatever's going on for your skin. All of these oils that I'm putting in it are super good for the skin and super good for helping it heal and getting rid of the bacteria and all of that. So I'm going to tell you guys what is in it, and why I choose these oils. But again, know that it's an overall skin spray. So you don't just have to use it for owies or boo-boos or whatever you call them. And this is great for adults and kids. I'm making a little bit more diluted. I'm actually only going to put about 20 drops total in this 1-ounce bottle because it's for my 2 and 5-year-old. But adults can use it. You just might need to use a little bit more of it or add a little bit to it to make it a little bit stronger for yourself. So the first thing that I'm going to put in it is lavender. Lavender is one of our favorite, most gentle oils for the skin. It's great for moisturizing the skin. It's great for that temporary discomfort. It's great for itching. It's great for redness and inflammation. All of those things that go on when you hurt your skin, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put 4 drops of this in there. So super easy. Next one I'm gonna add is helichrysum. If you don't have any of these, you can just use what you have and add extra drops to make up for it. Again, I'm putting 20 total in here, so depending on what you have, you can just divide it. Helichrysum is amazing for healing, for bruising, for increasing the circulation under the skin, to promote that healing. It is just a super soothing oil. You'll notice that a lot of times in my skin blends, there's a lot of floral oils. The reason for that is that floral oils are great for the skin. They're great for wrinkles. They're great for that skin regeneration. They're really, really great for healing the skin and preventing scarring and things like that. So helichrysum, I'm gonna add another 4 drops in there. Next, frankincense, because why not add frankincense to everything? Frankincense is really, really great for healing, great for the cellular structure of the skin, which a lot goes into it when you're trying to have more skin cells happening in the area so that it can heal and not scar and things like that. So frankincense is a really good cellular support oil for that. It's also highly antibacterial, so it's going to help get out any of the bacteria that might be hanging out, depending on, you know, if you scraped yourself on the concrete and it was really dirty or whatever it is, it's really going to help with that. So I'm going to do 4 drops of this in there, and some of these don't come out as quickly. I probably should have put a dropper top on some of these because they are a little bit thick sometimes. And this frankincense bottle is almost empty, but of course I have to use all of it, right? So 4 drops of that. Next one is Melaleuca, or also known as tea tree. This is really my #1 first aid oil for cleaning out those wounds. It doesn't burn like hydrogen peroxide would or something more chemically based, but it cleans out the wound. So this is something we love to have in all of our wound sprays, I guess you could say. Anything first aid, I'm using this oil because it's really good at cleaning the area and cleansing it and purifying it. And we don't want bacteria to get trapped in there because that's what's going to lead to an infection. Same thing with skin rashes and things like that. You never know what's causing it, and sometimes it's an underlying bacteria. So it's really good to kind of get that out of there. So I'm going to do another 4 drops of that. And then last but not least, I'm adding yarrow palm because it is the best thing I've ever put on my skin. And it's really, really good for collagen reproduction and skin regeneration. So when you, burn yourself, cut yourself, whatever, this is gonna be really, really ultra healing and moisturizing and really, really amazing for the area. Whenever I hurt myself at all, this is one of the #1 oils that I go to. So I'm gonna put 4 drops of that in there. It is very thick. Normally I have the dropper on it, but I just opened this bottle, so I haven't put it on yet. And it doesn't want to come out. So super easy to make different sprays and rollers. It doesn't need to take rocket science. You can mix any of the oils together. So use what you like, use what you have, and see what works for your body. Some people might need to add an extra oil to these. Some people might only require, the lavender, frankincense, and melaleuca, which is kind of a base group of oils for the skin that do phenomenal things. So I am just going to take fractionated coconut oil. This larger bottles from Oil Life, they have some larger ones in stock, which is really nice when you go through it a lot. And I'm going to top it off, and that's going to be what I dilute it with. You could use water, but you would need to add some witch hazel to it in order to help the oils mix in the water. Plus, I like using the coconut oil because I want the oils not to just evaporate off the skin. I want them to absorb. And since I'm not massaging them in, this is gonna create that barrier a little bit easier so that they absorb better in the skin into that localized area wherever the injury might be. So that's our owie spray. We use it all the time for everything. The really great part is that sometimes your kids get these owies that are really not a big deal, but to them they are. And it's not gonna hurt them to just take a little bit and say, oh, here's my magic spray that helps it heal and helps it feel better, and spray, the little area. It's not gonna hurt their skin at all. It's only gonna be great for their skin and moisturizing and all of that. So I love that about oils, in that if my kids aren't feeling well, even if it's kind of not that serious, I have something that I can give them that makes them know that I'm trying to take care of them, and at least even on a psychological level makes them feel like, oh, mommy gave me, some oils to help me feel better. Versus, if they say they have a tummy ache, I don't want to fill them with a lot of toxic stuff in their body. I'd rather use something natural and good for them that won't harm them in any way. So I hope that was helpful. I know it's summer, so the kids are out playing a lot more, and you might need an owie spray on hand. If you haven't gotten started with oils, go ahead and shoot me a message because I have a promotion that ends this week, and it's pretty amazing. You won't want to miss it. I will see you guys again soon.